Hello, it's Gina Brandstetter with Stampin' Heaven, and I am here today to open door number 11 for the 12 Days of Crafting box. I did try to do this live on Facebook, and I had somebody come to my door, and I thought I ended the video, and I didn't. So it was extra long of just a look at what I created. So I am redoing this, and so this is not live, and just going to shorten it up a little bit. I deleted the other video, so I need to reshare what day 11 is. So here we go. Day 11, it is a bottle of gold glitter glue. And this is so pretty, and you can use it as an accent. I want to show you the page that I created with this. This is using the paper that came on day 2. Let's see if I can move this over so that you can see it a little bit better. This is my darling, darling granddaughter. Um, oops, got my left and right wrong. She was newborn in this picture, maybe a week or so old. In these pictures, she's 8 months old now, so I've got a lot of catching up to do. But I wanted to show you how I created this layout, and there will be a template in my 12 days of crafting guide that I am sending out to those who purchase the 12 days of crafting advent box, and the guide will be complete with templates, instructions, all the products that I use. So we're up to day 11, and so far we've got several cards. I've got a party favor box, a bookmark with a knotted tassel, and now I'm adding a layout to that instruction guide. The paper that I used is from day 2. So we had this green leafy paper, old olive is the color, and then this sweet white daisy paper with the yellow centers, and I have used crushed curry cardstock to complement these papers. So these are a lot of triangles. I tried to make the best use of the paper. I used every little bit of scrap that I could on this old olive. So I used day 1 die, this little flower here. I'll pull it out to create some extra flowers. It is this die right here. So I created some extra flowers in the crushed curry cardstock, the other little flowers, and the word sweet. I'll show that up close because you can really see that on the word sweet. That is the same print as this paper, but it's a teeny tiny pattern. And this was cut from a 3x4 card, and also this little shape piece that came in one of the days. I think it's day 4 that came with one of the days, the die cuts. It had die cuts, which this is what these die cuts are from. And also we've got a little green leaf here that was from day 4. So I had a 3x4 card that was like this also, and you can see I cut 2 of the letters out of this piece and the rest of the letters and the flowers out of the 3x4 card. One of the other things that I had meant to do earlier, and I just remembered, because I cut it off so early, I wanted to add one of these little pieces. These were from the shapes and stamp. Even though this is not a card and it is a layout, we can still use some of these sentiments. I am going to use the one that says love you because I really don't make a lot of cards and send cards that say love you on them. Um, but I can use that sentiment on this layout. So I am going to just stamp this real quick in Old Olive on this little round piece here. And I can add that to the layout. I think I'll just add that right there. That little gold dot wasn't all the way dry yet, but that's okay. I will cover that up. Let's put some little dots on here. Let's see where I want this. I want this right. I want it right in the center right there. So let's just stick this off. I love it when I find pictures that really coordinate with the paper. She's wrapped in a little, the color that she's wrapped in is actually really close to the color of the background of the daisies. So I thought this will be perfect. There. So now I have used one of those. So after I cut out the flowers and I layered them and I used the gold glitter glue to add center dots to all of my flowers, and I also added a few around the page. Let's see if we can just dress this up a little bit by adding some of even the little shaker ones that we got. I'm going to spill some out. I'm going to see if there's any that I want to add. The little flowers, I think they would look really good. There are some teeny tiny, I think butterflies, little sequin butterflies. So let's get my glitter glue. I'm going to add a little bit of dots of glue. Because I want to add some of those flowers. Now I've lost my quick pick tool. Don't know what I did with my quick pick tool. That little teeny tiny butterfly on there. See if I can add a little butterfly right there. I know these are tiny and tedious, but I think once you get them all on, it really does add to the layout. Add one there. I really, really like these little tiny little flowers. I think I'm going to add a couple to the actual letter. You can't have enough. One there. Okay. So let me give you a little bit close-up view here so you can see what I did. I added some little flowers to the word sweet. And just a little flower there and there. And also, there is my little added stamped circle with a butterfly, and I added a little butterfly and some more little flowers. And I think I will journal right here. I need to put the month and the date so we will know how old she is in these photos. But so there we go. That is day 12 for our 12 days of crafting. And if you are watching this, just to let you know that October 22nd, starting tomorrow through Friday, is our free shipping days. So if you have not purchased this 12 Days of Crafting Advent box yet, you should do so tomorrow because you can save shipping, and that is such a great deal to save shipping on this Advent box, plus anything else that you might be ordering. And remember, I will be sending the guide to anyone who has ordered the 12 Days of Crafting box, and you will be able to use your guide over and over and over. So that is all for today, and I will be back hopefully uninterrupted tomorrow for our last final day of 12 Days of Crafting.